Antarctica. Antarctica is Earth's southernmost and coldest continent, covering approximately 5.5 million square miles. Despite being the fifth largest continent, it is by far the least populated, with no permanent residents and only temporary populations of about 1,000 in winter and up to 5,000 in summer, composed exclusively of researchers and support staff. Interestingly, no countries officially exist in Antarctica. Instead, over 30 nations operate around 70 research stations, governed cooperatively under the Antarctic Treaty System, which was signed in 1959 to preserve the continent for peaceful scientific exploration and ban military activities and resource exploitation. About 98% of Antarctica is covered in ice, some layers measuring more than 2.5 miles thick. This ice contains nearly 70% of Earth's freshwater reserves. Beneath this icy expanse lies Lake Vostok, an ancient subglacial lake sealed from the atmosphere for millions of years. Scientists speculate it could harbor unique microbial life. The continent is technically a polar desert, receiving less than 2 inches of precipitation annually. In 1983, Vostok Station recorded the coldest temperature on Earth at -89.2 degrees Celsius. Antarctica also has Mount Erebus, one of the world's southernmost active volcanoes, where molten lava bubbles continuously in its summit crater. Despite its harsh climate, the coastal areas teem with life. Emperor penguins, Weddell seals, and krill-rich waters support thriving ecosystems. Antarctica plays a crucial role in regulating the planet's climate, as its ice sheets reflect solar radiation and its cold waters drive major ocean currents. Scientists worldwide collaborate here to study climate change, astronomy, and even the Earth's magnetic field due to its minimal human interference. Australia, Oceania. Oceania spans approximately 3.3 million square miles, comprising 14 countries and thousands of islands scattered across the Pacific Ocean. It is home to around 43 million people. Australia dominates in both size and population, with about 26 million inhabitants. Other key nations include Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Fiji, and Samoa. Australia itself is a land of extremes, the driest inhabited continent characterized by vast deserts, but also home to lush rainforests and the Great Barrier Reef, which stretches over 1,400 miles. The reef is the world's largest coral ecosystem, visible even from space, and hosts an estimated 9,000 known species. Oceania is remarkable for its biodiversity. Around 87% of Australian mammals and 93% of reptiles are endemic, meaning they exist nowhere else. Papua New Guinea boasts one of the most linguistically diverse populations in the world, with over 850 languages spoken. New Zealand is famed for its fjords, geothermal activity, and unique bird life, like the flightless kiwi. Culturally, Oceania is a rich tapestry of indigenous traditions, from Australia's Aboriginal Dreamtime stories to the elaborate tattoos and navigation skills of Polynesian sailors, who navigated the Pacific long before modern instruments. Economically, Oceania relies on tourism, agriculture, and natural resources, with Australia and New Zealand leading in exports of minerals, wool, and wine. Fun fact, the Australian outback is home to Coober Pedy, an entire town where residents live underground to escape extreme heat in homes called dugouts. South America. South America covers about 6.89 million square miles and has a population of approximately 434 million people across 12 sovereign countries. Brazil alone houses around 215 million, over half of the continent's population. Geographically, South America is extraordinarily diverse. The Andes Mountains, the longest continental mountain range, stretch over 4,300 miles, while the Amazon River, at over 4,000 miles, discharges more water than any other river on Earth. The continent is home to the Amazon rainforest, which spans 9 countries and hosts roughly 10% of all known species. Venezuela's Angel Falls is the tallest uninterrupted waterfall in the world, plunging 3,212 feet. Meanwhile, Chile's Atacama Desert is one of the driest places on Earth. Some weather stations have never recorded rainfall. Historically, South America has been a cradle of advanced civilizations like the Inca Empire, with the iconic Machu Picchu nestled high in the Peruvian Andes. Modern cultural highlights include the world-renowned carnival in Brazil, vibrant music styles like samba and tango, and globally influential cuisines featuring ingredients like quinoa, potatoes, and cacao. South America is rich in natural resources, exporting coffee, soybeans, oil, and precious metals. Argentina's Pampas Plains support vast cattle ranches, underpinning the country's famed beef industry. North America. North America spans roughly 9.54 million square miles, encompassing 23 countries and a population of about 604 million people. The three big nations, the United States, 336 million, Mexico, 130 million, and Canada, 40 million, dominate demographically and economically. The continent stretches from the Arctic Ocean in the north to the tropical rainforests of Central America. The Mississippi River, over 2,300 miles long, serves as a vital waterway, while the Great Lakes, 5 interconnected freshwater lakes, contain 21% of the world's surface fresh water. North America's landscapes include Death Valley, the Mojave Desert, the Rocky Mountains, and vast prairies. It also contains the Grand Canyon, carved by the Colorado River, reaching depths of over a mile. Culturally, North America exerts enormous global influence through Hollywood, Broadway, Silicon Valley, and leading universities. Technologically, it is home to some of the world's largest corporations and innovations in aerospace, medicine, and computing. Economically, the U.S. has the world's largest GDP, while Canada ranks highly in natural resource exports, and Mexico is a manufacturing powerhouse. The continent's natural wonders, from Yellowstone geysers to Niagara Falls, attract millions of tourists annually. It also has diverse wildlife, polar bears in the Arctic tundra, bison on the Great Plains, and jaguars in Mexico's rainforests. Europe covers about 3.93 million square miles and hosts a population of approximately 750 million across 44 countries. Russia, Germany, and France are among the most populous nations. About 110 million people live in European Russia alone. Europe's rich history is reflected in landmarks like the Parthenon in Athens, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and the Tower of London. The Danube River, Europe's second longest, passes through 10 countries. The Alps and Pyrenees offer iconic mountain landscapes, while the Scandinavian Peninsula features fjords and northern lights. Europe has been a powerhouse of scientific, artistic, and political revolutions, from the Renaissance and Enlightenment to industrialization and the formation of modern democracies. The European Union, comprising 27 nations, has the world's second-largest economy. Europe is also the birthplace of classical music, with composers like Beethoven and Mozart, and literary giants like Shakespeare and Tolstoy. Fun fact: Vatican City, an independent city-state within Rome, is the world's smallest country by both area, 0.17 square miles, and population, approximately 800 people. Europe's cuisine is equally diverse, from Italian pasta and French cheese to Spanish tapas and Nordic fish dishes. Africa is the second-largest continent, covering about 11.7 million square miles, and is home to approximately 1.48 billion people spread across 54 countries, the most of any continent. Nigeria leads in population, with over 220 million residents. Geographically, Africa showcases the Sahara Desert, stretching 3.6 million square miles, the world's largest hot desert. The Nile River flows over 4,132 miles, making it the longest river in the world. Africa's Great Rift Valley is a geological marvel where continents are slowly drifting apart. The continent is the cradle of humanity. The oldest hominid fossils have been discovered here. Culturally, Africa's diversity is staggering, with over 2,000 languages spoken. Ancient civilizations include Egypt, Nubia, Carthage, and Great Zimbabwe. Economically, Africa holds vast mineral wealth: diamonds, gold, oil, and rare earth minerals essential for modern electronics. Tourism thrives through wildlife safaris in Kenya, Tanzania, Botswana, and South Africa. The continent's Big Five, lion, elephant, buffalo, leopard, and rhinoceros, attract millions of visitors annually. Africa also has the world's youngest population. Over 60% of Africans are under the age of 25, positioning the continent for a dynamic future. Asia is Earth's largest and most populous continent, covering about 17.2 million square miles and home to roughly 4.8 billion people across 49 countries. China and India each have over 1.4 billion inhabitants. Geographically, Asia is incredibly varied, from Siberia's frozen tundras and the Himalayas' towering peaks to tropical jungles of Southeast Asia and arid deserts of the Middle East. Mount Everest, at 29,031 feet, is the world's highest point. The Caspian Sea, shared with Europe, is the largest enclosed inland water body. Asia birthed ancient civilizations: Mesopotamia, modern Iraq, the Indus Valley, Pakistan, Imperial China, and feudal Japan. Major religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, and many others, originated here. Asia leads in manufacturing, technology, and innovation, with economies like Japan, China, and South Korea dominating electronics and automobiles. Landmarks include the Great Wall of China, Angkor Wat, in Cambodia, the Taj Mahal in India, and Petra in Jordan. Asia also has dynamic megacities, Tokyo, Shanghai, and Delhi, and vast infrastructure projects like China's high-speed rail network and India's expanding urban metros. Asia is home to rich biodiversity, from Siberian tigers and giant pandas to Komodo dragons and orangutans. It also has extreme climates, including the hottest recorded temperature in Asia, 54 degrees Celsius in Iran's Lut Desert. Every continent stands out in its own unique way. The real question is, which one do you think is the best for you? And if you liked this video, subscribe and check my socials where I'm documenting my progress journey. Link in the description. See you in the next video.